Now watch the phone as I do this. If I'm back on, I'll go ahead and hit start again.
1 1 1 1 1.
Okay. Hi friends, I'm Brian Cosby. This is Provide and Protect. Today we're talking about the Mantis Laser Academy Training Kit. Now, why would you want to have some kind of at-home training for your firearms? Well, if you don't want to spend all that money on live ammo, or let's say it's just a crummy day and you don't feel like getting out or something like that, you can just train at home without having to spend tons of money on live ammo. And so this is a great kit. I want to talk about really what's in here and how to use it. I'm just in a bedroom here today, and my son is filming for me, so I want to do this as fast as I can. But when you open this kit up, by the way, I have this kit right here. This is the Blackbeard X. This is another kind of training kit that I'll have in a future video. This is for like an AR or rifle, so you can do this kind of thing for an AR rifle as well. I'm gonna talk about the pistol today. So that's what this one is here. So this box is now empty. I've got everything out here on my bed. And so this kit comes with the main unit here. It's very portable, nice case. And in this kit right here, you have a little smaller tripod. There's a big one right here I'll talk about in a minute, but small tripod, a thing for your phone, because you do need a phone or a tablet to use this kind of kit. This is a rod. Now I'll show you how this works in just a second to get the laser out of the barrel. Here's the laser itself. So when I got this kit, they sent this to me, by the way, just to test and review with you guys, show you guys. But when I got this kit, I put on here that I wanted a 9mm, so that's what this is for. Obviously 380, 45, there's other calibers as well. But the way this works, I'll show you how this works. And by the way, this is not loaded here. But the way this works is that you take this laser right here and you just drop it in. It has a laser side, and then this side right here, which you can push. You can kind of see that laser right there. So when I'm pushing the back, and what happens is the firing pin hits that, and it puts a little laser onto the target, which I'll talk about in just a second. But the way you put this in, drop this into the chamber right there, and then that's in. And then once, I'll show you how this works. You can see this laser on here, that when I clicked the trigger, it had a little bit of a laser dot on there, like that. Okay, so that's how that works. All right. By the way, the reason that I have this on me is just to make it easier to put the weapon somewhere to hold it. You don't have to do that, of course. You can put it on the table, I guess. But you always please make sure that your live ammo is not anywhere to be found. So keep that locked up. Recommend something like a Stopbox USA. So if you need something like that, but to get that out, to get this this laser out of there, then all you got to do is take this little dowel rod and you put it down the barrel like that, and the laser comes out. Okay, so that's how that works. So that's why that's why that's there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you really how this works. But before I do that, the other thing it comes with this tripod. This is for your phone. Now, because I do filming and video work and all that, I have a better tripod, so I'm using my better tripod. This is really compact. It's just pretty lightweight and not as stable as my normal ones, but how this works, obviously got this part on the bottom, and it rotates. So if you kind of rotate it over or unscrew it over, and this goes really far out, okay? And you can lock it by turning it, twisting it, twist it the other way, back in, like that. And again, you have a way to put your phone on here, or if you want to turn this and go the other way, you can do that as well. So that's how that works. So that's, it's nice to have for sure with you, but that's what this little thing is here. All right, so it comes with two different options for targets. Oh, actually, yeah, let me just, I'll do that. I'll talk about that. So two different options for targets. You have the larger ones here, and there's all kinds in here. There's a stop. I'll talk about that in a second. All kinds of targets in here. Okay, so tons of different kinds of targets, hostage, and there's your FBI qual. So if you want to go in the FBI and want to know how to qual on the FBI, there's that. And these are smaller ones. These are like more 8.5 by 11 this size. These are a lot smaller. I don't know, 5 by 7 or something. And the same targets, but just smaller. So if the reason you would have this is if you don't have the space, if you can't back up in a long distance, then you can just use one of the smaller ones, or if you are in a, I don't know, larger area, you can use a bigger one. And the way that you can put this, way you can kind of mount this, I guess you should say, is either they come with a bunch of these little things here, and you just put these targets in that and set that up, and I'll show you this in just a second. Or it comes with some like sticky tack stuff in here, and you can, has this sticky tack right here. Just take off a piece of that and put it on your wall. You can put a bunch of them on your wall. You can do multiple targets with this. There's so many options with this, and whether you do multiple targets, and I'll explain the app and why this is really an amazing product, because you can see your intervals, your times, you can see, or sorry, split times on your shots. I mean, all kinds of things it'll tell you and show you with a laser where you are on your target. And you can go back and it'll tell you everything. There's all kinds of drills. Again, I want to show you this in just a minute on my phone. But you can hang your targets up, whether using one of these things, just mounting it on something, or put it on your wall. Either way. So that's what this kit comes with. I guess there's other products on their website, again, that we'll talk about. Now, you have to have a certain lighting condition for this. If it's too bright, then it comes with these shades, and you can put this over the camera lens of your phone or your tablet, and that will give you the right lighting. So if you don't have the right lighting in your room, you can just use one of these and that'll work. So, but what I'm gonna do is actually show you how this works now, and I'll bring you over to my phone and the target. All right, so what you'll need to do is download the Laser Academy app on your tablet or phone, and here it is. And it'll take you through a series of setup drills and things like that. And the other thing is, the laser may not be exactly where your sights are. In my case, I have a red dot, and so it may not be exactly on, and so you can calibrate it. So it takes you through the process and teaches you how to do that. So it's not hard to do. But here's the app opened up, and again, there's drills, there's courses, there's all kinds of videos on here as well. I'm gonna go back to drills, and you can see down to this list right here. I'll show you this list. There's all kinds of drills in here. And, you know, based upon whatever drill it is, for example, hunt, I'll click on that, and that's not the target. I've got a target set up down there. But there's a kind of target that's in that stack that I showed you earlier that you could pull this target out called hunt, and then you put that target up. Or again, you can have several targets and just focus on that one, which is fine. But basically, you have various drills, and just for the purpose of this video, just to show you, and you can research all the details of this later. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to just click like open shooting single target. Okay, so I've got a single target down there. It's calibrating. Now that it's up, what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in to the target itself. Kind of move it over so it's more centered. And I've already gone through and calibrated my red dot to this. And if you can see on here, it's showing the target in the middle, and there's a start. I can clear it. I'm at about 12 feet, 14, 15 feet, I don't know, something like that. It's not quite 5 yards, I don't think, but it's close. But you can do the different distance here. So here's how this works. Again, I've got this target down here, and maybe you can kind of slide over here, Garrett, and I'll show you this. So here's how this works. I've got the, again, this just has the laser in here. Now, the one downside maybe with this whole drill here, this kind of dry fire drill, is that because for the pistol, now it's going to be different for the rifle, and I'll show you this later, but for the pistol, after every shot, you do have to rack the slide. So whether you do a kind of a press check, or you don't have to go all back all the way, but if you do go back all the way and you have the magazine in there, it's going to lock. So I found it easier just to take the magazine out, drop that somewhere, and that way if I go back too far, it's just going to rack forward. So you do have to do that between each round. So that may be one negative, depending on how you look at it. Again, I think the positives far outweigh that one maybe negative of having to rack the slide between your shots. And I'll show you, you can do this pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how this works from here, and then I'll bring the camera over and you kind of see what I'm looking at from my phone here. So the idea is I can push start on the my phone, and I can go up to the target,
One.
and it tells me what it is. Again, rack the slide, go back up to the target, go back up, like this. Okay.
One.
So that's that. Now, I wasn't really trying too hard on that one. Stop it. Now I stopped the video, and it's going to pull it up. Oops, sorry. Pull it up, and it's going to show me my shots. I can click on any one of these. It tells me, you know, the split times on those. Not very fast, obviously. Pretty slow on all those. My number of rounds. This is just tells me speed. That little thing right there. So I can do that. I can clear those rounds. Now, maybe you can come over on this side of me, if this would be better, so you can kind of see this right here, the phone. So now watch the phone as I do this. If I'm back on, I'll go ahead and hit start again.
One. 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 One.
Okay. So do that, and then it'll tell me, you know, faster and a little more consistent on some of those as well. Now, it has so many settings on here. I can go to settings just on this screen here, and I can adjust all kinds of settings here. Again, I can shoot to calibrate. So that's for if or the offset if your sight itself is different from the laser. So that's what that is. You can adjust the countdown time if you want. Now one of those cards, I won't show it right now, but one of those cards that I had over there, it has like one side that's like a start, stop, and then a clear, and you can actually shoot the start and it will start the timer. And stop it and shoot that and it'll stop the timer, or shoot the clear and it'll clear it. So you don't have to push the buttons if you don't want to. But that's basically how it works. There's so many other drills and features with this. Oops, should clear that and go back. But you can do multiple targets. Again, there's so many drills on here. But guys, it's just another way to train at home. And for a lot of guys, I know that the difficulty with training is just getting out to the range. It's just you don't have time. And for, you know, maybe if a day you're at home or you've got 15 minutes before something happens, you know, dinner's served or something, you can just open the app up. It takes no time to set up a target, and then you're good to go. I mean, within 2 minutes, you can be good to go and start training at home. And what I like to do with a lot of these is, if I go back to that single target again, is you can practice from draw. Now, again, I've got an outside the waistband holster here, but if you were doing inside the waistband, like appendix carry, and I've got appendix carry with my Glock 43X, there's just Glock 19 here, then I can practice with that countdown, that beep. I can practice from that beep, quick draw from appendix and up on target. So there's other things you can do with this. The other thing I was thinking about this with this is that you can actually set targets up different places around your home. Now, I'd advise not having anybody else in the house when you do this, but you can actually, with those sticky tacks, you can put a target up down like a hallway, you can put it at different places and simulate more of a realistic scenario where you're going through and clearing a house and seeing various targets and how fast you can come around a corner or something and get those shots on target. And again, it'll tell you, if you'll say you're going down a hallway, you can have your phone on the target or your tablet on the target down a hallway and go in from different rooms down the hallway and different even targets on that wall and shoot those various targets. So you can set this up in all kinds of ways, but I think it's a great way to go. Now, I've done another video on using snap caps, and they're also really nice, especially for like speed reloads. Again, I've got a whole video on how to do speed reloads with those, but this is just another option to do some dry fire at home that can be really helpful to really increase your confidence and skill with shooting a weapon. Well, guys, I hope this has been helpful for you today, and I'll drop a link for Mantis down below. But if you're not done so, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you and your support. We'll see you in the next video.